What is the secret to being wealthy?
The secret is secret. You don't share.
But as a financial advisor, and let's say I was your client, I believe you should tell me what is the secret to being wealthy. It's easy to become rich, but it's
Yes.
not easy to become wealthy.
There are two things in that. There is a secret to be wealthy, and there are principles to be wealthy. You need to understand those two.
So guys, in today's episode of MOD podcast, we talk about investing and building wealth in Tanzania. We also talk about what to invest in, what to avoid, money mistakes that nobody warns you about, and why most people will retire broke. No motivation, no fake success stories, just the harsh truth about money, investing, and building wealth in Tanzania. We also have a special guest, Gloria Msue, who is a certified financial coach and a tax consultant. So if you care about your future, this conversation might make you uncomfortable. And that's exactly why you need to watch. So, Glory, we met at Vusi and Bekwayo's masterclass at Jawari Rotana.
Yes.
How was it?
It was intense, but it was very clarifying.
Yeah.
Sitting with him and all other business people in Tanzania in one room, it was an amazing experience, to be honest.
How long have you been following Mr. Vusi?
For a while, more than 4 years now.
And how did you get to know about Connectors Club?
Oh, I get to know it for the first event you hosted when he came for the first time.
Okay.
I attended that event too. Yeah, so it was the first time I heard about Connectors Club. And I attended the event. It was well organized. It was a good event.
Yeah.
We had dinner with him.
Yeah.
So
You're at the VIP?
yes, I was there. Yes. So when I heard he was here for the second time, I was like, no, I'm not gonna miss this.
So let's talk about you and your journey.
Yeah.
So how did you become a financial advisor?
Okay, I started learning, having a serious learning about finances in 2022.
Okay.
So I started listening to people who have been practicing finances in a proper way since 2022, learning about budgeting, starting learning about investing, saving, and all that.
Okay.
After mastering it for a while and see how it has helped me to move from where I was in finances to where I am today, I started having a curiosity to share the knowledge with others. So I started doing the trainings. But later on, I started with the family and friends. I wanted to expand now to be a professional trainer and educator. That's why I decided to become a financial educator to get my certificate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a certificate.
Yes.
That means you are eligible to advise anyone.
Yes. I'm certified by BOT, but I'm also certified tax consultant by TRI.
Okay.
Yes.
So unasaidia kila kitu mambo ya taxes everything.
Yes, nafanya tax consultation, nafanya pia na financial education.
Well, I remember when we opened our company,
Yeah.
Connectors Club and We're Deep Media Group. We opened our company and we didn't know anything about taxes. And fast forward, I think there was something we wanted to do. I think open a bank and we needed tax clearance.
Yeah.
And we go there, we were told we're in debt.
Yes.
Because apparently, even if you're not making any money, you still have to file every month. And that's the lesson we learned the hard way. You had to pay penalty.
It was like 10 million. And it was like, man, we haven't even made 10 million, even 1 million yet. And you owe us 10 million?
We faced a bit of problems because of not being financially educated or tax educated.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very big problem that a lot of entrepreneurs do face. Hence why people like you are important and understanding. And that's why today we decided to do this episode.
Yes.
Apart from you, in 2022, you said you started learning. Was there something that made you want to learn, or is it just your personal joy in learning about money and giving out advising?
Okay. It all started when I decided to quit my job.
Okay.
Yes. I graduated in 2019 from IFM, and the same year I got my first job. And I was an assistant accountant, so doing accounts for a client, participating in auditing and all that. But after working there for a year, I knew I wasn't made for that.
For employment.
Yeah, for employment. That was not my area.
Why? Not enough money?
Not in, it wasn't about the money,
Yeah.
but it was about working for somebody else's dream while I have my own dreams. I had all these future me I want to create, and I knew with the employment sector I couldn't be able to do that. So I gave myself like I have 1 year left. So I have 2 years of working. I've already finished 1 year. I have 1 year left. After 1 year, I have to move. So I started learning how consulting industry works, how to acquire clients and all that. So I saved a little when I was working. I started saving, but I wasn't saving like having a knowledge where to put my money, where it can increase, where it can. I was just saving, preparing myself that I will quit my job one day and I'll start to move.
Okay.
Now, after quitting the job, the reality hits really hard. So the saving wasn't enough. So I needed to have a clear knowledge of how I can spend the little that I have before I started making money to survive. So there is where I started learning about budgeting, control my expenses, where can I put my money it can multiply when I'm not working, how can I multiply the little saving I have. So there is where I started, okay, now I need to learn about savings, that later learning about investment. There is where my journey started.
Financial literacy is not common among Tanzanians.
Yes.
Most people know nothing about finances. So let's say I'm a beginner. I don't know anything about finances. Educate me.
Okay, as a beginner, first you need to change the mindset you have. I always ask a person when we meet, okay, you know nothing about money, you don't know anything about investment and everything. What is your first thought when you hear word money? What comes to your mind?
Evil.
Yes. Evil, you see. What comes to your mind? Freedom. So the first thought that comes to your mind will determine what you will do with your money. If you think money is evil, you always avoid it because you think it will make you a bad person. When you think money is freedom, you will always work to attain money so you can have a freedom. Now, freedom depends.
Yeah.
Freedom of time, freedom of traveling, freedom of not working. What kind of freedom do you want? So your first thought about money will determine what your mindset is about money. So you need to change the mindset first. Understanding money is a tool that will help you advance and improve in life. Will give you the freedom of time, will give you freedom of choices. There are rooms you won't go because you have money and you have a power to say no. If you think money is evil, you always avoid it.
No, it's a saying that money is the root of all evils. You know it?
Nah.
I do know it, but the financial advisor here has
That's
unfortunately
not
said
true.
that your mindset is not the right mindset. You need to change your mindset.
Yes.
Seeing a lot of young people in Tanzania or Africa as a whole, or the whole world, financial literacy is not taught in school, but a lot of people learn the hard way. What's the common misunderstanding that you see they have?
Okay. There are two I can say. Number one, I will start budgeting and investing when I have a lot. It starts with the character before you earn the money. I always say money reveals the characters and behavior you already have. So if you think you can start budgeting when you have a lot of money, it's a lie because you don't have that behavior or that character. So you need to start to change your behavior. That's why we always tell people start budgeting even if you have just a small amount of money. Don't wait until you have many. And the second mentality is we don't like to talk about money. We avoid those kind of topics. When you, it was hard me starting with my family members. When you start telling people, why do you spend this? It's my money. Why do you have to tell me where to use, how to use my money or where to put my money? But sometimes we need to learn it is important to speak. It is important to be triggered. It's a topic that triggers a lot of people. So it is okay to be triggered, but triggered in a good way to improve.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I trigger you?
Hmm?
Can I trigger you?
Yes.
How much money do you have?
Oh, one lesson I've been taught by my grandpa: you never say the amount. Very important. Never.
You should return him the favor and ask him the
Yeah.
same
How
question.
much? How much do you
I'm triggered.
have?
Yeah.
Yes.
But not enough.
Not enough. That's why I'm still working hard and investing a lot.
How about you, Monty?
Me? Um, I have around. Are you gonna bleep it?
Yeah.
I have around. Amount. You can bleep what I just said. I'm curious to know. How comes a lot of people who are doing well financially, whether it's their jobs or their employments, when they retire, they don't have the same or even more due to investments or anything. How comes do you find themselves not as financially rich anymore?
Um, because a lot of them are not planning for the future. We spend today.
How important is planning when it comes to finance?
It is very important.
But what if I am sure of making, let's say, for example, 10 million every single month? I know my expenses, but I'm not investing, maybe, for example. I'm not saving because I am sure of making 10 million. For example, let's say I have bought three houses that make me 10 million. So I am sure of making 10 million every single month. Why
Okay.
should I plan?
You should plan sometimes not for yourself, but for the future generation.
Whose
Uh,
generation?
your generation.
My kids?
Yes,
I've already bought them houses too.
that is just one investment. The problem with a lot of people, we fail to make a difference between being rich and being wealthy. If you have three houses today and you make 10 million a month, you are rich at this time because you earn that amount of money. But in the future, there is something called time value of money. 10 million of today won't be the same 10 million in the next 10 years, in the next 15 years. So you need to start creating wealth. Wealth is not only about money. Wealth is based on asset, based on networks, based on connection. You need to start preparing that now, planning that now for yourself and for the kids. You can be comfortable living now because you earn 10 million. We have seen people earning 15 million a month, but after they retire, the only thing they have is the NSSF money. They have nothing else, or they have houses, but the houses sometimes they depreciate in value. New models come every now and then. So the asset you depend on start turning into liabilities. So you didn't invest wise. At the end of the day, you start getting the depression of not having the same kind of lifestyle you used to have. So planning when it comes to finances, it's very important.
Mimi umekaba nauliza maswali yote ndugu yangu.
Mimi nasikiliza.
Unaenda kusikiliza. Yanaumiza maswali.
Mi bado hapo kwenye financial literacy hapo. Bado. I'm not satisfied.
Ikamue. Do you believe you're financially literate? Unaamini kwamba wewe ni financial literate?
Hapana. I know some stuffs. I know some stuff.
What is the secret to being wealthy?
The secret is secret. You don't share.
But as a financial advisor, and let's say I was your client, I believe you should tell me what is the secret to being wealthy. It's easy to become rich. but it's
Yes.
not easy to become wealthy.
Okay. There are two things in that. There is a secret to be wealthy, and there are principles to be wealthy. You need to understand those two. The secret to be wealthy. This is difficult, but it's 80% relating with the spiritual issues of a person, your beliefs about about money, about wealth. That is the secret.
Okay.
Principles are principles. Have a budget, have a discipline, consistency, understand money, get knowledge, learn, practice, review yourself, have the difficult conversation. Those are principles. But when it comes to secret, secret is secret. And when you go around and try to check the interviews with a lot of wealth people, what is the secret to wealth? They'll give you the principles. What is the secret to wealth? They'll give you the answers with the principles. Because secret is 80% related with spiritual issues with a person. Your beliefs about money, your relationship to God, your relationship to people. There are other people who cannot invest in a certain kind of areas because their beliefs doesn't allow them to do that. So that's the secret to wealthy. But principles, they're the same.
As a beginner,
Yes.
what advice would you have for me to best manage my finances?
Okay, number one, I will say that actually works for me.
Yeah.
Track your expenses. Track your expenses. This is the number one step, and it will help you to move faster than motivation. Rather than listening to people, if you want to be wealthy, you need to do 1, 2, 3. If you need to practice and you really have made a decision, I want to start learning about my finances and improve, start by tracking your expenses. With that, you realize where you're wasting your money. With that, you realize you're not managing your income, or you don't even understand your income. With that, you know what are your priorities and what are not your priorities. So you start moving smart. So number one, track your expenses.
Okay.
Yes.
Number two?
Number two, start by building emergency fund. Yes, and structure your cash flow. A lot of young people are moving very fast to start with investments, but their cash flow is not well structured. They don't have an emergency fund. So if anything goes wrong, they go back to the investment to take the money out, to sell it, rather than putting the investment. Because we say if you want to see the results of a real investment, at least give it 5 years. So if you don't have an emergency fund, if anything goes wrong now, you go back to your investment. It has only maybe 1 year or 2 years taking money out. You can hardly see the results.
And how long do you think the emergency fund should be for?
We advise at least 1 year to have an emergency fund that will cover your lifestyle
For a year.
for a year.
So if my lifestyle is 5 million per month, I should have 60 million.
Yes. That's why we said make sure you know your expenses. If you know your expenses, you will know in that 5 million, maybe 3 million only cover your basics. The 2 million is extra. So you focus building your emergency fund for the 3 million. You know, these my basic needs will be covered for the year.
I know someone who never tracks the expenses. So they always focus on making more money, so they don't care about what they're spending.
I think that's another way. I remember 2022, 23. I asked you the same question. I was like, I think I'm making good money, but what am I supposed to do? Then you like track expenses, and I saw that I was scared of my expenses because I saw myself spending crazy amounts, and I was like, okay, I did that for 4 months, and I was like, wow, and then I stopped. I was like, this is scary, but then I've recently started again, because of responsibilities and
Yeah.
everything else. But it's a good way to learn,
Yeah.
and I believe it distinguishes between the needs and the wants. And I think we spend a lot of our money on wants.
No
And that's the
needs.
problem we have in our age. Because Musa here, instead of doing something, he'll want to do something. Instead of focusing on the needs.
You know, saving money and investing, does that really work here in Tanzania?
Yes, it does. It really does.
If you were to advise me to invest my money in Tanzania, what are the top 3 places you'd advise me to go put my money?
Okay, with your age, start with shares, stock market, because you still have the energy to get more money from working.
As
So
in 23 years old.
yes.
23, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So with the young person, I would advise first stock market, learn about shares, invest in shares, then collective investment schemes, put
Like
your money
UTT
there,
and stuff?
like UTT, Inuka Fund, put your money there as a young person.
And number 3?
And number 3, invest in skills. Yeah, make sure in the next 5 years, when your name is mentioned somewhere, people know what you're doing. Make sure you have that one skill you have mastered.
And what are the top 3 stock market companies you'd suggest?
That's difficult.
Okay, give me one good company.
Okay, for now, CRDB is good.
But I heard CRDB is going down. Or is it just a bit of a bump?
Okay, the prices in the stock market right now fluctuate because of the panic of the people in the market.
Mm.
Yes, like I think it was yesterday, I saw a meme in a group. Somebody sent a meme. Someone was talking on the phone. So you said that the ship is about to sail? The other person said, sail? The next person, sell. You need to sell. So we have to sell. So it get to the person number 9 is not sail, it's sell. So everybody's like, sell, 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 sell. Oh, I think I'm done here. Bye bye. You said buy? Oh, you mean buy. We need to buy. So everybody is moving to buy. The prices will fluctuate, but CRDB, I will say, is still a good place to invest because of the expansion, the management, the fundamentals allows you to invest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you gave financial advice to Montey based on his age because he's 23.
Yes.
And how about us who are above 40?
Above 40, collective investment. If you are not a risky taker, of course. There are people above 50 and they're still investing in the stock market because they are risky takers.
I believe Musa is a risk taker.
If you're a risky taker, go with the stock.
It depends with your, what do they say? Your characteristics, right?
Yes, your character, your risk ability, your risky test.
You know, it's my first time hearing Tanzanian financial advisor advising to invest in stocks. You know, most people say you have to invest in land. That's what I've heard from like 90% of Tanzanians. Is it a good investment?
Yes, it is a good investment, but I don't know. Me, I grew up. My grandparents invested in land. They had a lot of land.
Yeah.
And land is a good investment. But things have changed. This generation is different. It's now difficult to tell you. There are few people who are still investing in land and it's really paying off, but they work extra, different with the rest of the generation. It's difficult now to tell somebody to invest in land in Bagamoyo interior areas.
Yeah.
A young person said, that's too far. I cannot put my money there. I can't be going there every month to survey and see the land it's secured or not. So things have changed. I think also the generation have changed. So we're now looking for the investment which can easily be assessed, people can learn, people can get data easily, people can read, people can understand easily and move. So if you're interested to invest in land, it's still a good investment.
And what qualities should an investment have for you to consider it as this is a good investment? What do you look at?
We have quantities, we check the numbers, the cash flows. What am I putting in? What am I'm getting from that investment? How long will it take? We said a good investment will start producing at least a minimum 5 years. So in the next 5 years, will this give me the return I want?
Okay.
We check the fundamentals, the management of that company. That's why in the financial statement of a lot of companies, they put the CVs and all the bios of the C's of the company, the managers of the company. You need to understand that. Yes. So you really need to read the numbers. That's why we said if you want to be an investor, start investing in skills.
What are the top 3 skills as you should learn as an investor?
Reading the financials, that will be number one.
But what if I pay someone to do that for me? Like, what if I take you on board?
Yes, it is good, but you just need to have the basics. Don't depend to be told everything. Somebody read the financials and translate them to you, doing this and do, you continue being hearing and hearing and hearing. There are things you need to understand yourself, to be able to read them yourself. So you don't need to be as an accountant to understand every number. You just need the foundation to know the basics. If I'm getting the financial statement now, even as an owner of a business, as an owner of a company, you have an accountant, you have an auditor, you have a tax person. But if they give me my financials right now, what are the areas do I need to check to see if I'm healthy or not? So reading the financial statement, that's number one.
You have attended Connectors Club 2 times, right? And you see the power of networking, you see the power of putting people together to connect and give out advice or learn from each other. I think we've done this before, and I like to do it on camera so that there's proof.
Yes.
If you are open, because I feel like this is an episode, but I think if you're open, we should have a online Zoom session where you talk about the basics of investing, saving, and financial literacy. If you're open to that, and then Musa here can organize that. If you're open to that,
I said it before to Musa, I'm open.
okay. So
Yeah,
Musa,
we can do it.
you have a task to organize Miss Gloria here to do a
Financial swap?
yeah
Okay.
online a
Okay.
Zoom
Okay. Yeah, that would be
in
that
the
would
end
be
of the
nice.
month, maybe something like that.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Because I feel like I still want to learn more, and
Okay.
if I sit here and ask all my questions, will take up all the time.
Yeah, and not all Tanzanians will listen and understand. So I think it would be better if we do it in Swahili next time.
Okay,
Yeah,
no?
if we're gonna do it for Connectors Club.
So you guys heard it from here firsthand. We are going to have a Zoom session with Miss Gloria to talk about financial literacy, saving, investing, all the basics that comes with money. And stay tuned on the Connectors Club page. We shall be soon. We will organize here. Musa will be organizing this, and we shall let you guys know. Financial literacy goes all around the world. End of the day, money is freedom, money is power. Um, but you can't compare the markets of Africa, or you can't even compare maybe the markets between Tanzania and Kenya. So if you even go to the West, it's kind of different. So what's financial advice that you would give to someone in Africa, or let's say the country we're in, Tanzania, that you wouldn't give to someone who's in the Western? Or what's one advice you'd give someone in Tanzania to not listen to the Western finances of the side?
Okay, number one will be supporting families must have a limit. We have been raised in the family that you need to support each other. but we have to create a limit to that. Yes, you must know your boundaries. How far can you go? Because if you keep giving out, you'll be the second poor person in your family. So you must have a discipline and a control of how much you can give and what do you give for. And we don't end up helping our family members with money. I think it's time, as Tanzanians, we need to start also helping our families with knowledge and skills. That's very important because we always depend on money. I need this much, I need this much, I need this much. But I think it's time now to start helping each other when it comes to skills, to connection. So you don't end up giving money every now and then. You help people being stable and make their own money.
The same with the saying that give a man a fish. Do you remember that saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, give a man a fish and he'll come back and ask for more
Ask
fish.
for
But
more
teach a man how to fish and he won't come back. Like you'll have solved him the problem for a lifetime.
But I just think that that's not for everyone. Personal views is that not everyone wants to be taught how to fish.
Yes.
Some people just want to go and come back.
That's the culture. The culture I've been raised is that if you have money, it's your responsibility to help me. It's not your option. It's a mandatory. You have to help me.
How do you set the boundary? Because do you face that right now?
Yes, I do, but I'm glad I said that very early. So I have my budget of helping, and when it's done, I'm done. I don't have the money. I'm sorry.
What if I'm sick?
If you're sick now,
Like I'm paralyzed.
Or is it an emergency now?
It's an emergency. We do the contribution. I don't give the whole amount myself, please. Yeah, I'll give you a little, the one I have. Then you have to go and ask for other people to contribute. The problem is sometimes in the families, few people they want to turn to be the Messiah of the family, the Jesus Christ of the family, saving everybody. You cannot. You need to have a limit. Because people who are asking, they don't have a limit, and sometimes they come to you because you're the weakest person. They know when they come to you, you won't say no. Doesn't mean they don't have options.
Musa
They
feels
come to
attacked.
you because they know you can't say no.
Musa,
So
why
they
do you feel
keep
attacked? Why do you feel that attacked?
Because previously I used not to know how to say no. So whenever someone comes, like if I have the money, why not? I'll just give it to you.
Oh, you need to learn to say no. Not in a bad way, but just set boundaries or to protect your money.
Yeah, I used to feel like I'm like betraying myself. Like let's say you're my friend, and you come to me and ask yourself 1 million, and I know very well that I have 30 million. So for me, it's very difficult to tell you that I don't have any. Well, I know that I have.
Where is that 30 million stays? In your bank account?
In the air.
That's the other issue. We hold a lot with the expectation that somebody will come. But if you have set goals for your money, and you track your expenses, you know where your money goes, means you can hardly take money from your investment and help somebody. So you will help them with what you have according to your budget at that time. You won't be bothered to go to UTT spending 5 days waiting for your money to come just to help somebody. At that time you maybe come out with another solution. So yeah, set boundaries, not in a bad way. I repeat, I always get crushed with this, but set boundaries. It's important.
It's very rare for me to ask someone a question about investment and they tell me that you have to invest in your skills. I think that's the first time I've heard from someone. It's very surprising because most people, when I tell them what should I invest in, they'll just focus on like invest in assets or invest in stocks or invest in real estate. They won't tell you to invest in your skills. They won't tell you to invest in your health. All of those are investments. So my question is, what's the most underrated way of investing that's in Tanzania right now that most people don't know about?
Relationships.
Relationships, as in networking.
Okay. Or building a relationship with somebody, not taking it for granted, but having a healthy relationship where you can go and ask for help sometimes. Or those relationships can help you to enter in other doors and getting more money. People take a lot of people taking everybody else for granted. So they come to you to take. Every now and then they take. And when you take much from somebody, they get tired and they'll block you. You meet somebody wealthy now, the first thing you're thinking is, I have to ask for money. Sometimes just have a normal friendly conversation with that person, get their number, send a birthday present, build that some sort of social relationship. These people can easily remember you, not by giving you money, just by mentioning your name. I can give you a story on that. I got a job in Arusha in last year. I met somebody who is having a big name in Tanzania. And everybody at that area everybody was like, hi, bending and everything. At first, I thought like, I know this person, but I don't know where I met him. I don't know. And with that reaction, he was like, hi, do you know me? I was still thinking. But after understanding who he was, I wasn't like everybody else, bending and like, yeah, nategemea utanisaidia. I'm like, I had to start asking, so what do you do? I've been seeing you doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How these things goes? What can I help? Last year, I met him in 2023. Last year, I received a call from Arusha, a well-known organization. We got your number from this person, and he said you're good with taxes. We need your help. Those kind of relationships are very important. Vusi once said, you need to have a coach, you need to have a sponsor, you need to have a mentor. A coach will be with you on daily to day. You can call him every single day and the coach will direct you what to do. A mentor is a person you meet maybe twice in a year. The moment you want to create your plan and he will or she will lead you on how to do things, then you meet him or her on the review. But a sponsor is a person who will mention your name in the rooms you cannot enter at the time. So you need that kind of relationship. And a lot of Tanzanians, they don't care about that. We only think building wealth is about money. No, you need to build wealth in relationship. You need to build wealth in health. Take care of your health. Because you can get money after 20 years, you need to use the money instead of traveling and enjoying. You getting trips from one hospital to another to buy back your health.
When you tell a Tanzanian woman you need a sponsor,
Yeah.
they will think like you need mubaba.
Yes, it's always like mubaba. No, from what I had when I had that from Vusi also, it was like sponsor. Yes. You need a sponsor. Sponsor is a person who's already wealth, who is already have opportunities. The person who has already entered in the rooms that you admire to go. So that person will mention your name there. We need a person to do 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, I think this person will do better. It's different submitting a CV or a proposal and people start, okay, who is this person? It's different when somebody mentioning your name. Okay, I know this person in person, so she will do good. And everybody will have attention. Oh, okay, we had this from this guy. So if this person has trusted this person to do the work, then she's good. So you need that kind of relationship. It's not mubaba, please. Yeah.
If you had to sum up your relationship with money, what song would it be or what movie would it be?
With money, with the movie, I think Carrot Kid,
Why?
the discipline, the repetition of the activity, the same activity over and over and over and over until you master it. So I can say that the discipline, how the movie was portraying the discipline and everything, I can say that.
What advice would you give to a regular Tanzanian
Yeah.
to safeguard their savings, considering right now the rate of inflation is high? There are a lot of global crisis. How would they safeguard their savings?
Okay, number one, invest in the places you have knowledge,
Yeah.
you understand. Even if it's a business, even if you want to open a business, it's also an investment. Make sure you understand the market. Don't open a business because your friend is doing it and you think because she's doing better, you can do better also. No. Understand the market. In any place you're going to invest, understand the market, have knowledge, have data, not data from ChatGPT, from reliable sources. Understand the areas, get the skills first before you move.
Are you against ChatGPT that much?
No, I'm not against it. No, I'm
Because
not.
it's not the data from ChatGPT
No,
specifically.
I'm not against it. It's something good. Simplify a lot of work, but don't depend on it 100%. There are a lot of reports you can get from government agencies, from websites, from other companies. Use those data too. Don't Google everything and say, okay, this is it's enough. No, just find a lot of data. Yeah.
Starting a business in Tanzania is what a lot of people are trying to do in Tanzania. A lot of people are trying to get into the entrepreneurship mindset. And do you think it's important to be money smart or mindset smart when starting a business?
Mindset smart first. Uh, when we speak about mindset, we speak about what you understand about the business you're going into. How are you going to keep growing the business? When you are money smart, that I can say maybe in 100% you be mindset smart 60%, then money smart 40%. Because when you are mindset smart, it will also help you in connecting, networking. You can understand how to maneuver to get into the rooms, to secure tenders, to secure clients. Money smart will help you to multiply the money, managing it, make it grow. So you need both, but I can say 60 to 40.
I recently got married and it's been like 7 months or six. And I believe it's a question that I'll be asking, but a lot of people can relate as well in our audience. What is one advice you'd give to newlyweds when it comes to finances?
Number one, have those hard conversations about money.
I've heard this a lot, but what are the hard conversations you're talking about?
You must have a certain same ground when it comes to money. What is your notion about money? What is your wife's notion about money? Do you care about keeping records? Do you care about investing? Because sometimes things fall apart. Uh, a woman is more on spending, a man is more on investing. So wife will be like, no, why do we have to save? We have 1 2 3 to purchase. We need to buy this, we need to buy this, we need to change the car. Our like you are earning more now, we need to move to a certain lifestyle. But your priorities are, we need to invest for the future, for the kids, for what. If you don't have a common ground, you'll be crashing every single day. So number one, have those hard conversations, have a common ground. What are we moving when it comes to money? You like spending, I'm more into investing. Why do we need to invest? What is the outcome for after 5 years? What are we expecting? If I need to work hard now to earn more, I don't have to work hard this for the next 10 years or after 10 years. I need time to spend with kids. I need time to spend with you. If I have to do that, means I need to work more now, invest more, keeping our money a place where it will be generating and earning more without us working, so we can have time together. If your wife needs you to start spending a lot of time now, you need to know what is that time going to affect our finances. So those are the kind of conversation where a lot of people avoid. So at the end of the day, a wife will be like, oh, you're not taking care of me, I don't know where your money goes, you don't buy me new stuff. But like, I'm investing in shares, this is our net worth now. She doesn't understand, she doesn't even care sometimes, because she doesn't know what are your goals on that. So that's will be my advice.
Why is it hard for people to have hard conversations, especially married people?
I think we are not raised to have those kind of conversation, and I advise they happen before marriage.
And do you think that's why the Western beat us in terms of financial literacy? Because they have these conversations?
No, I'm not sure if because they have this kind of conversation, but I think because they understand how important they are. Because having those hard conversation is not a problem, but how important they are. What are the results you are expecting to have after these hard conversations? That's the target, that's the goal. So you need to know, okay, we are having this hard conversation, or we are discussing about money. What are we trying to achieve? If you don't have a goal, means this will be noises.
Musa, what do you think?
I think another big mistake that you should avoid as a married man financially is don't get divorced, because you'll be cut down into half.
I think that's why there's something they introduced called the prenup.
Prenup. Oh yeah.
Would you
There's
sign a prenup?
eventually, if I understand it and if I know about it so well, I
Do
will
you-
do that.
Do you understand what a prenup is? Miss Financial Advisor, would you like to explain what a prenup is to our audience who don't know what it is?
Okay. From my understanding, a prenup is a initial agreement before you get into marriage, that if we end up filing a divorce, you are not getting anything that I had before marriage. So if we have to split, will be every asset we acquired when we are together in marriage. So if I had my 7 cars before, you're not getting the 7 cars. You get the if we end up buying 4 cars when we get married, so you get 2. I'll still have my 7 cars.
Basically, it's an agreement that you sign. For example, let's say you married someone who was not as financially rich as you. How you guys met is how you're going to live.
As a woman, would you agree to that?
Yes, I would.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, like, how much would you agree?
I can say 8, because I'm also working hard to acquire a lot of assets. And yeah.
Isn't that being selfish?
No,
It's not selfish, it's protecting your interests.
it's
How many
protecting your
people,
interest.
as you said, people go broke just because of divorce? We've seen rich people with $10 million plus go broke just because of divorce.
But I'm not. I think we don't. When you want to get married, I'm not sure if you need to start thinking about divorce right away.
Wait, I have a question. Let's say I have 4 wives and I divorce one.
Yeah.
Will she take half, or we'll split it into 5 because we're 5 now?
Oh, now that I'm not sure.
I think we should invite a chef one day.
We should. Oh, Mufti Menk is coming to Tanzania.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we should find a way to invite him in the podcast.
Oh, yeah. I have a lot of questions.
I do as well.
Mm.
Should find a way. Musa, can you utilize your network?
I think I'll focus on the webinar that I'm going to do with Golf Connections Club, and you focus on that to bring up to me. Yeah.
But I'm very much interested in the webinar because I think it's gonna produce valuable gems into our audience. As someone who deals with taxes, what do you think about the current tax situation or tax culture in our country? We've seen Dubai. People run to Dubai because of the tax culture. People run away from the UK because of the tax culture. People sometimes, in some states in America, people love it. In some states, they hate it. But what do you think about the tax culture in our country?
In our country, we still have fear. Yes, people fear taxes a lot. Before even starting a business, somebody say, "Oh, there are a lot of taxes. There are a lot of taxes." But I think because we don't have enough knowledge to understand. I always tell people tax is not a bad thing, but you need to be smart. You need to understand how it works. If you don't, you end up paying every penalty. If you don't, you end up being in a mess every now and then. So you really need to understand how tax works, and you need to invest in that. Have knowledge, as you said when you opened the Connectors Club, the company. You didn't understand that you have to file every month, so you end up pay 10 million for the penalties. Yeah. So there are things like that truly triggers and bring fear to the society. But I'm sure if you could have a knowledge that when you just register a company, you must comply with taxes, you couldn't be in that mess.
To our audience who are living in the same fear, is there any way that they can learn about these basics without paying someone, like somewhere they can learn for free?
Yes, I think YouTube, TRA channel has those kind of videos. There are people in social media, especially TikTok. I made like 3 pages in TikTok. People teach taxes from the basics, explaining one by one every kind of tax and where does it apply. So I think we need to start using the technology before start paying money to people to teach you. Yeah. And also reading. The tax acts are in the websites. Download it, read. It's not that complicated, but at least have a basic knowledge, especially if you're a business owner. Yeah.
My best advice is you should have basic knowledge, like understand a little bit about taxes, but then just find a tax consultant. It will solve you a lot of trouble other than doing it yourself, because you cannot do everything. You cannot be working on a business, you cannot be doing marketing, sales, HR, PR, and then taxes
that's-
again.
yeah.
Like, yeah. That would be crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
What does success look like for you 5 years from now?
When it comes to professional, I really wish to have an institute where I can do these kind of trainings, even for the kids. I wish people start learning finances at young age. We were late. We started learning finances when we were in our 20s.
And why don't
But
you start now?
I don't know. I'm still putting my things together. But in
I think
5
we'll be
years,
interested
yeah,
in creating a show talking about finances, especially in Swahili. I
yes,
think we can discuss this further after the episode and we can see what we can do.
yeah, we can do that.
What do you think, Musa?
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, if you could call out publicly one bad financial advice that most people do, what is it? That has been very normalized.
That's hard one. Okay, here it is. One bad habit about finances that everybody decided to normalize it is everybody is entitled to somebody else's money.
You're hitting,
That's so bad.
hitting people right now.
Yes, that's so bad. You are not entitled to spend somebody else's money. You need to understand the way people are working hard. You just don't wake up in the morning and I need 500,000 urgently. The money that have been working for 48 hours. There are people sleeping 3 hours a day, working hard to get the money, and you need that urgently. No, that's not right. I think people needs to start considering that somebody else's money is their money. They're not entitled to give it to me wherever I want it. If I need help, I need to ask it politely, especially to the ladies. You need to ask it politely and have passion to wait. If I don't have the money now, I don't have the money now. Yeah.
I think there's an exception to that.
Yeah, there
To
is
your
a
kids, let's
yes,
say.
to your kids, to your parents when you were the one taking care of them. Yeah, you have exception for that. But there are friends, sometimes far relatives. You haven't talked to.
Her friend, other girls, because she mentioned the
Yes, for
women.
the girls, we have this kind of like, I need 100,000 like now. That man has been working so hard to get that 100. You need it now. Yeah, so that's one character, and I don't like it at all.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I don't for now.
Why?
Okay, I've started this social media thing last year.
And how's it going so far?
It's going good. I never thought I'll be able to do it.
Oh, how many? So, are you more? Do you have more followers on Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram, TikTok, I've never posted a video.
So, what do you post on your Instagram?
Short
Hizi sio
clips.
maswali ya nini ya vijana.
Yeah.
Tuendelee. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, tunachungulia muulize.
So mimi.
Everything is content as long as
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start again then.
content, yeah.
Because the way. Ni ngumu kuuliza swali ya kupata jibu. So it's quite interesting with the short episode that we've done so far,
Yes.
and how much I feel like value people are gonna be getting, or even I got. I'm pretty sure Musa did as well.
Yeah.
Where can people find you on social media?
Okay, for now I'm active on Instagram, Gloria Msue.
Msue.
Msue. Yes. That's
Where are
the
you from?
name. I'm Chaga.
I think people now can be like, oh, okay, makes sense. It makes a lot of sense now. But
Yes.
Gloria Msue,
Yes.
you said you started social media last year.
Yes, I started last year. I was having this fear before, like I couldn't do social media. I can't go in front of the camera. I can't do this. I can't do that. So I usually do things behind the camera.
So do you do videos now?
Yes, I do videos.
I do think you should start posting on TikTok.
Yes, I will start thanks to our coach.
Oh, you have a coach?
Yes, Good Hope and mentor Nema Chami.
Oh.
You have seen the visibility challenge going around. Yes, so I'm one of the participants. So it's
Good
going
Hope
well
is a very
so far.
good friend of mine.
Yes, so truly he has helped us a lot, the Rich Aunt community, about being visible, showing people what we do.
Shout out to Good Hope. I
Yeah.
think we should have Good Hope for another part, for part 2.
I
Yes.
think we should have Chan. Richanti.
Rich Auntie,
Can you
okay?
help us get her?
Yes, I will. No
Yeah.
problem.
Ventures.
I think it's nice to have people around you that boost you to do more and
Yes.
push you to do the things that you have fear of.
Yeah.
I remember when we were starting our podcast, we had fear of even speaking here, but we had a good relationship where we're pushing each other to do things that
Yeah.
are stepping out of our comfort zones, and I think that's what takes you to the next level.
Yes, communities are very important. The people that you share the common values, you have a same goal in a certain area, it's very important, and it helps a lot.
Let's say Montey gives you $1 million today,
Yes.
and you have no any obligations. What would you do with it?
Okay, $1 million. 10% for God, as usual.
God.
Yes.
God.
Yes, God.
As in
Wow.
giving back.
Yes, 10%.
Like
Charity.
giving back to people. Or
Charity, church,
Oh,
but
okay.
10% goes to God.
okay.
Yes. Then the remaining will be 80% of it on investment.
And 10% for fun.
Yes.
Do you think someone can be wealthy or rich without being spiritual?
I don't believe in that.
What about for the people that are in the Western side and don't believe in God?
They believe in something else. They believe in a universe.
So
So
it's not
they-
essentially believing in God, it's believing in something.
Yes, you must have something spiritually believing. If it's not God, then you have something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's your biggest fear when it comes to money?
I think the feeling of sometimes working hard, earning, sometimes looking at my portfolio, I get the relief like, oh, I'm making it. Then I start slowing down. That's why I do my reviews every month, because as a human, you get tired of following up this principle, being consistent and everything. So there is a certain time checking my portfolio. I'm doing good. Why do I have to take this job? Why do I have to take this work? Then when you go back to the Excel of your expenses and your targets and your goals, like, no, I'm not doing good. I need the money. Please give me the job. So the fear is having a feeling that you have made enough. Then start slowing down. Yeah.
So you're scared of going broke.
Yes, I'm scared.
She's in Chaga.
I'm Chaga, and at a certain point in life, we experience what poverty can do. So I can't have that feeling again.
And how do you ensure that you don't go broke again?
I invest in assets. So I invest my money where I can sleep and my money works for me.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, they do say that they say if you don't have money working for you while you're sleeping, you're never gonna be rich.
You can't.
I think Musa here is a good example because Musa always tells me that money is the key of all things, and I think he wasn't serious when he said money is the root of evil or money is evil.
Yeah.
Because I know how much Musa loves money.
I meant it actually.
Yeah.
Money is the root of all evil. I remember one of my friends used to tell me that if you have money, you decide what to be. You can decide to help people, or you can decide to kill people with that money. So money can be evil.
Yeah, money can be good.
Just depending on how you're gonna use it.
But I will say it's not about money. It's about somebody's character. You can be evil even when you're poor. So when you have money, we see your true colors. Old people say the pata hela tujue tabia yako.
Yeah.
Yes. So you have that behavior already. You have that evil character inside you already. So money helps you to reveal it.
Amplifies.
Yes. And if you're a good person from inside, money will reveal that you're a good person because you use the money to build an impact. Yeah.
You said 5 years from now you want to have an institute where you're helping the younger generation understand financial literacy.
Yes.
The reason why we named our podcast Make Your Own Destiny podcast is because we believe in everyone has their own destinies and everyone has their own way of making their own destinies.
Yeah.
What does make your own destiny mean in that sense? Like, at what point would you say, I am reaching my destiny or I have made my destiny?
Okay. To me, making a destiny is about the journey, not the destination. So taking responsibility of every decision I'm making today. So I don't let tomorrow have a bazaar, like I don't know what tomorrow holds. So whatever I'm doing now, I'm thinking in the next 5 years, what will be the effect? If I have to go to school now, what value will it add for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years? If I'm buying the asset today, what will be the return in the next 5 years? So to me, the destiny is about the journey from where I am today to where I want to be, not where I will be in the next 5 years. So it's about the journey, about every single day activities. how do I smile today? Who do I talk to today? Where do I go today? What funny can I have today? We have seen people making bad decisions in the past and keep cutting up with them along the way. So it's about the journey. Yeah.
I think finally, you should join the visibility challenge. I'm interested.
Yes,
I think
please
it's not
join.
done. It's not finished.
No, we
Oh,
are
it's
in
not 100
day.
days.
No, it's 90 days.
90 days.
Yes, and we are in day 50. I think it's 50. How much? 55 if
I'm
not
gonna try do
mistaken.
something that I've never done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try make a call while I'm shooting an episode, and we shall see if Mr. Goodhope is going to answer or not. And then we're just gonna give him a hi and tell him that Musa is interested in joining the visibility challenge. Let's see.
Not like the way he laughs. He has this kind of
He
laugh.
always smiles.
Yes, and he has the energy. I love the energy.
Well, let's see if he's gonna pick up. If he doesn't, Goodhope, I tried to call you, but unfortunately you did not pick up my call. And as you can see, it's not looking good. Well, that was Make It on Destiny podcast. Today we were with Glory. Unfortunately, Goodhope decided not to pick up my call today.
Shout out Good Hope anyways.
Shout out
Next
to
time
him.
pick up the phone.
Yeah.
We just wanted to do a part 2. But it was a very valuable episode, and I believe I learned a lot. And I'm looking forward to the webinar that's going to be done hopefully soon. Musa should be held accountable to that, to organize that. And we shall learn a lot about the basics of finances, investing, saving, and the boundaries you need to have to your girlfriends, to your family, to your friends, and make sure that you are working towards your future and making your own destiny. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time.